There is another way, beyond that which is known to most. It is a concept as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is a middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is a dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the EJO Zone. Watching this video to the end may lead to the expanding of your inner world, and will most certainly benefit this video's rank based on the current YouTube algorithm preferences currently in favor. Liking, sharing, commenting, or engaging in any manner may lead to the growth and popularity of this channel, increased monetization possibilities, and ultimately financial, spiritual, and emotional gain. Right now you may be asking yourself, what is the EJO Zone? Who is this guy? And why is he always in his car? Well, the condensed version is EJO, Edward J. Okabany. That's me. Zone is meant to distinguish that I might be or do or think just a little differently than most. And yes, it may be considered out there. Regarding the front seat of my car? Come on. Original, right? It was pointed out to me that I live with intention. And to be honest, I wasn't sure what that meant. So I asked, what do you mean by that? And what I was told was, you're in the driver's seat. Most people just let life carry them along. Not gonna lie, I kinda liked that. Who wouldn't want anyone to see them that way? And honestly, I couldn't resist the tie-in. You've got to love when cooperative components come together like that. So what am I doing here, and what's in it for you? Like many, I've dealt with challenges, some big, mistakes, some huge, and failures, some terrible. But I've been fortunate enough to have learned and grown from all of them. Let me be blunt. I messed up a lot. No, really, a lot. Stuff that can really set you back. Really back. And just for good measure, even some terrible stuff I had no control over. But I'd like to believe I had 2, maybe 3 things going for me. I'd like to believe I've always been a good person, and I've always wanted to do good. I take full responsibility for all of my past, even the stuff I had no control over. But most importantly, I have always been very introspective. Nice way of saying loner. I'm working on it. And that has allowed me to process and truly learn from everything I have gone through. So what? You're in the driver's seat. I'm at a point now that I want to share what I have learned. It is the total accumulation of my past good and bad that has created who I am today. Through this journey, I have become very self-aware, and that was my biggest turning point. Like many, when it came down to it, I did not love who I was. Over this past year, I came to recognize that since I was a boy, I'd only ever exposed my middle ground to anyone. Not the highs for fear to overshadow, not the lows for fear to overwhelm. I've come to realize that dimming your light only serves to take away your magic. Choose happy. I can tell you now, I love who I've become, who I am, and who I am becoming. And I want to share that with you. Worry gets you nowhere. I wake up happy every day. I always have. Everything is a choice. I believe happiness is a choice, actually a way of life. And for me, happiness is derived from gratitude. I do not have worry in my life, and I want to convey how I accomplish that. There is another way. Through this journey that I'm inviting you on, hopefully you'll come to understand how that is possible. Choose positive. This is my passion, and it is completely driven by my desire to have a positive impact on the world. Whether that is one person at a time, which may very well be the case at this moment, or millions at a time. I seek to leave people better off than I have found them. It is how I choose to live. I'm not interested in convincing you that my way is the right way. I truly just want to share that there's another way. I believe it's a better way, but that's just me. It is my hope that every once in a while, I may share something you need to hear. And for me, that's where the magic is. Now, where do we go from here? I'm hoping you stick with me long enough to find out. And if you've made it this far, thank you. Have a great day. See ya.